Bottom line, if one of them, none of them, or both of them are gay, who cares? What's up, everybody? What's on the menu? Back at again with another video, and this time we're here to talk about how PlaqueBoyMax and Caleb Williams exposed everybody. As always, before we get into the meat and potatoes of this video, don't forget to like the video if you like it, don't if you don't. If you like more social media and pop culture related topics like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And without further ado, let's get started. This past weekend, Lyrical Lemonade's Summerfest hosted several artists from the hip-hop niche. Big artists featured in the concert were Lil Uzi Vert, Chief Keef, Sexy Red, Skrillex. There's a very diverse range of artists, those who have had at least 10 years in the game to those who are still pretty new and have about less than 5 and are still pretty popular. One of the acts that caught a lot of people's attention was PlaqueBoyMax, rapper / streamer, but the attention he caught wasn't for his music. Before going on stage, PlaqueBoyMax actually ended up getting a bust-down weave put into his hair. And for those of you who don't know, a weave is basically hair extensions to make your hair longer. Basically like a wig that you sew into your hair. A lot of people found issue with this as they thought it was Max trying to present more feminine, which I could see the sentiment, but at the same time, why does it matter if he wants to put a lace front in his hair? Though Max wanted to exercise a new form of self-expression, people began to call him gay for wanting to express himself that way. But unfortunately, that wasn't the only thing that made people start calling him gay. PlaqueBoyMax also ended up getting a tattoo on the side of his body, and the tattoo wrote Diva. And when one of PlaqueBoyMax's friends asked him the meaning of the Diva on the side of his body, this is what PlaqueBoyMax had to say.
And he's like, because they be trying to call me a punk, because I, like, you feel me though? Like, what did they say? They say Diva, like, yeah. Bro, that's real? Bro, yes, you think it's makeup or something? Like, hold on though, Mano. I mean, if you feel like you, I mean, let me ask you this before I make my assumption. All right. What does Diva mean to you? You're like, I'm a bad bitch, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. On some fly shit though. You a bad bitch? Well, actually, like, I'm obviously. No, I get what you're saying. Oh, so like the same type of. You know how bad bitches, bro? Bad bitches are the most confident people in the world. Right. That's what it means, bro. And just taking it on some weird shit, talking about, I want to be a girl. Are you dumb?
So, based on the description that PlaqueBoyMax gave to his friend as to why he put the tattoo Diva on his side, I understand where he's coming from. He wants to have the mindset of someone who is extremely confident, and I think because that person is a girl, it makes a lot of people look at him sideways as if he's trying to be a girl, but I think he's looking more for the mindset. But I'll elaborate more on my 2 cents. And next we have Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is an NFL quarterback that plays for the Chicago Bears. Though Caleb has only been in the NFL for 2 seasons, he was able to take his 5-12 record from 2024 and make it an 11-6 record in 2025, making it all the way to the second round of the playoffs. Because of this impressive turnaround, Madden reached out to Caleb, wanting to make him the cover of Madden 27. There's 2 versions of the Madden 27 cover. There's the regular version and the deluxe edition, and the cover of the deluxe edition is what caught the attention of a lot of people. On it, you can see Caleb Williams has his arms crossed like Wakanda Forever, and on top of that, his fingernails are painted. And because a man was seen on the cover of a video game franchise with his fingernails painted in a very masculine and tough presenting sport, people did not like that. Let me break down this controversy and the one with PlaqueBoyMax, all my 2 cents, to give my thoughts on both these scenarios. Alright, so first we got Caleb Williams. I'm just going to say this straight up. I think it's where the people are calling him gay for wanting to paint his nails, or calling him feminine for wanting to paint his nails. Painting your nails is just another form of art / expression for who you are as a person. I don't see why it makes you any less straight or any more gay for wanting to paint your nails and express yourself. Like, it's not weird, because on top of that, if you get your nails painted, that means your nails have to be in pretty good shape, because when you go to the salon, they're filing your nails to make sure they're not crusty and dirty, and on top of that, you add a design on them to make them look even more fashionable. I don't get what's so gay for having good nail hygiene and wanting to express yourself with art. I mean, people get tattoos, but that's not considered feminine for wanting to, have certain designs all over your body. But when you section it off to just your fingernails, it then becomes gay / feminine. Like, I'm not seeing the logic here. And on top of that, if he wants to paint his nails, like, let him be. Like, it doesn't affect anybody negatively for a guy to want to paint his nails. Also, there's a lot of things that girls and guys both do that were once considered feminine, but now both genders do it. Like, both genders wear bracelets and different forms of jewelry, like earrings, rings, necklaces. Like, both genders do that. Both genders also wear body bags or purses. Like, it used to be considered feminine for dudes to wear purses out and about, but now a lot of dudes, have purses or man bags, if you want to call them that. They're still purses or whatever. When they go out to travel, like, I know when I've been out to travel, it's very handy to have some sort of bag that isn't just my short pockets to carry some stuff in it. Like if I have my passport, my charger, other things of that nature, my wallet, if I have too many things in my pocket, like I don't see why certain things have to be gendered, because I get that whole thing that like I was talking about a while back when he said gender is a performance, because I think the things that we do as genders can be interchangeable and they don't have to be sectioned off and just, oh, that's a man thing, that's a female thing. You know what I mean? I think people have such a low bar for going outside the norm that they want to label things as other or wrong if they don't agree with it. It's just, you got to open your mind a little bit. And on top of that, Caleb isn't forcing anybody to do this. I mean, yeah, he may be influential in a sense, but he's not telling people to go paint their nails. And worst case scenario, what if he's letting someone know it's okay that they want to paint their nails who's a dude, and you know, people have been conditioning them to think that it's wrong or that's only something that girls do. I don't get why painting your nails makes you a girl. All in all, I stand with Caleb. I think it's cool that he paints his nails. Like, I mean, I'm not someone who paints my nails, but if you want to express yourself with that type of art on your body, bro, go for it. I don't see the issue. Now on to PlaqueBoyMax. So people have been dogging on PlaqueBoyMax, as previously discussed, you know, for the bust down wig that he got on his hair, as well as the diva tattoo he got on his body. I think he also got a facial tattoo as well. But all in all, I don't get what the issue is with him either. Like, actually, I do get the issue. You know, it's very unorthodox for men to get bust down wigs sewn into their head. You know, that's something that usually women do. Get hair extensions or sew in weaves for their hair to make it longer. But I don't see what the issue is for Max, a man, to do it, because, you know, dudes wear wigs if they, you know, are insecure about the fact that they're balding, like, and women wear wigs too, but it's not called feminine for a dude to wear a wig if he's trying to hide his hair or the fact that he doesn't have any. So if you're doing the same exact thing but just sewing it into your head, why does it all of a sudden make it more feminine because a dude wants to do the same thing? If Max wants to sew a weave into his hair, let him sew a weave into his hair. It's not a big deal. He used to have dreads, but people didn't call him feminine when he had dreads back in the day. Maybe he just misses his long hair and he doesn't want to wait for it to grow back again. I mean, he did have a long head of hair and then he shaved it off, and then you can see he's slowly growing it back. Like, his hair is slowly getting longer. But if he wants to get a bust down to, you know, speed up the process and have what it feels like to have long hair again, I don't see the issue. I don't get why he's getting called gay for that. If he wants to tattoo diva on his body because he wants to have the spirit of a bad bee, in his words, to motivate him to be the best he can be, the most confident person he can be, the most accomplished person he can think of becoming, then let him do that. All because it's the energy of a woman he wants to embody, it's all of a sudden considered gay now. Like, it's considered gay to want to model some of the behavior after women who you feel as though are someone who's influential enough for you to want to emulate. Like, people think that little of dudes who want to have certain qualities of women, that they think they're just gay because of that. There are no qualities of a woman you want that you wish you had that don't make you gay. I'm confused. Like, you can't, it's like people don't have very flexible thinking. He has the right idea, but people are taking it the wrong way. Like, for example, a lot of people say that when women enter the workforce and, you know, they're dominating in the work industry, they're acting masculine, or they have to tap into their masculine to do so. So for them to take a mindset in order to be confident and strong-willed, they take up aspects of a gender in which they believe to be more masculine and strong-willed. And I don't think anyone like looks at women sideways for trying to do that in order to just excel in their careers because they want to do so. But then when PlaqueBoyMax is trying to do the same thing in intensifying the way he goes about his, you know, career or future endeavors, for whatever it may be, he's trying to channel the energy of someone who is extremely confident to the point where they don't feel like they're ever going to fail. So I understand that wholeheartedly. The goalpost / bar is always shifting, and at the end of the day, if you want to express yourself a certain way, gay, straight, or not, like, it shouldn't matter what you want to do. You can't call someone gay or straight based on how they dress themselves. If they want to consider themselves that, that's on them, but you can't just put that label on someone if that's not what they are. You can't call someone gay for a certain article of clothing they wear if they're not gay, and you can't call someone straight just because they present a certain way if they're not straight. Let people be what they want to be, bro. Like, if it's not hurting you, just leave them alone. But all in all, those are just my thoughts on Caleb Williams and PlaqueBoyMax and the ways in which they want to express themselves. I don't think there's anything wrong with how they choose to do so. I think people are just very uncomfortable with the fact that people choose to express themselves in ways that they're unfamiliar with or go against the grain in society. You know, give it 20 years and then that's going to be something that everybody does. Like, or it could be considered more normal because more people are willing to do it, and it's not as much of a taboo thing or thing that is abnormal because more people do it. But regardless, I don't care what they wear. They can express themselves how they want. They're not hurting anybody. But bottom line, if one of them, none of them, or both of them are gay, who cares? What are your guys' thoughts? You think Caleb Williams and PlaqueBoyMax are trying to cover up the fact that they're gay because they're presenting themselves in certain ways that go against the grain? Or do you think that people just need to leave them alone and let them express themselves how they want? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section down below, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Deuces.